XRP holders, hang in there is going to be the topic of today's video, and as you can see we are outside once again whilst it is still legal to do so. And this is going to be a follow-on video from the video that we released a couple of weeks ago talking about XRP and talking about why it was we believed a 2017 style move was setting up for XRP. And I started that video off by kind of outlining why it was that I didn't talk about XRP a lot on the channel and explaining the kind of love-hate relationship that I had for XRP as somebody that's held it since 2017. I'm sure many of you can share the disappointment that I've had with it from an investment point of view, certainly when you weigh it up against the rest of the cryptocurrency market. But that disappointment may eventually becoming a blessing in disguise in regards to the structure that we've been setting up since 2017 being very similar to the structure that's set up pre-2017's move. And that's kind of what we're envisioning for XRP to play out again. And I share people's frustration. You know, one of the main comments that we had on that video was, it's never going to happen, we've heard it all before. And don't let the reason for you not expecting XRP to do well be because it hasn't already happened yet. Well, actually it has. It took place in 2017, and the structure that led up to 2017 took around 1,300 days to actually set up before the move took place. You know, many people don't realize that XRP was one of the first cryptocurrencies after Bitcoin. It came about and was traded on the markets in 2013 and took from 2013 all the way to 2017 to play out in the manner that it did. And the structure that took place from 2013 leading into 2017 is very much where we are today, and we're at that low volatility kind of period. And that leads me to believe that you are going to see a similar thing take place. Now, it's not going to be to the same percentage, but we are potentially looking at a $16 XRP price. And the main argument that I had for this not taking place was because it hasn't already happened, which doesn't make much sense to me. And I get the frustration. I get people saying that they've heard it all before, but not from me you haven't, and not for technical reasons you haven't. You may have heard people taking you down a dark, deep rabbit hole and listing all of these reasons and following all of these leads in regards to why XRP is going to do what it's going to do. But we aren't looking at that. We're looking at the technical structure that XRP has been in and setting up since 2017 that ultimately leads us to believe a big move is coming. Now, I hold XRP, but XRP is not my largest holding, but it's something that I want to be exposed to. History will likely repeat, in my opinion. I mean, just compare the two structures. Compare what led to 2017 to where we are today, and you can see the similarities. And why have I decided to film at a castle? Well, the reason being is because when this castle was in its prime, all the people that were not only living in the castle and commuting to and from it, and the people that lived around it, would have found it very hard to envision the world that we are now in today. And the reason that I'm here is really to show you guys an example of times changing. And I think this is what is happening with payments and the global monetary markets. And I believe XRP potentially is going to play a role in that.
Payment flow that might be going from dollar to Mexican peso, and you're holding a dollar, you're selling that dollar and buying XRP, you're moving that XRP across the XRP ledger to, let's say, Bitso, who's here in the audience today. You're selling the XRP and you're buying Mexican peso. By enabling that liquidity to move from dollar to peso in real time, you're changing how that oil is greasing the engine of correspondent banking. So for us, in a world of hype, in a world of experimentation, in a world where people talk about the opportunity and really the speculation of digital assets, we feel like XRP is the only digital asset really poised to solve a problem at scale, a global payments problem.
So even though the reasons that we're bullish on XRP are purely technical, i.e. what the charts are telling us, and we have mentioned a good friend of ours, Mr. Francis Hunt, who goes by the Market Sniper and of course the Crypto Sniper, he did an amazing video where he breaks down in far more detail than I ever could the structure that XRP is in and what it's signaling. And this is where I get my $16 price prediction from, is his technical analysis. I'm a student of the HVS method, and XRP is in our opinion, setting up to see some pretty explosive upside. But there are fundamental reasons to be bullish on XRP. Not that they are our primary reasons. I do think we are going to see a new global remittance market. We are going to see a new global currency, FX, monetary system take place. And I do think XRP potentially is one of the best positioned cryptocurrencies to actually play a role in that. And let's talk a little bit about that before we go back to the kind of technical structure that we're in. So XRP was essentially designed not long after Bitcoin to utilize a global ledger to basically facilitate the transaction of money, and not just money but assets. And we know we're moving towards this world where everything is going to be tokenized. Now, a lot of people say, why do you need the XRP token? So why you actually need XRP, why you actually need this token is because in the FX market, if you want to do a large transfer of, let's say, yen to dollars, you essentially need, let's use $100 million worth of yen, and then you need $100 million worth of dollars to basically facilitate that cross-border transaction, that global FX transaction. And actually you have to lock up liquidity to facilitate this. If you had something such as XRP, you wouldn't need to lock up that liquidity. Essentially, you could do that almost instantaneously using XRP as the bridge token to transfer one to another. And this is huge. This fundamentally changes the entire FX market and ultimately frees up liquidity and makes it far more efficient. So the XRP token is absolutely needed. And the interesting thing about the FX market is the FX market in 2020 was actually valued at $2.4 quadrillion. So the FX market is the most liquid and largest market in the world, perhaps outside derivatives. And in 2022, every single day, there was $7.5 trillion worth of volume that was actually traded on the FX market. So could you imagine if XRP and Ripple ultimately facilitate a lot of the global remittance markets, just what that would mean? Because today there is currently 54 billion XRP, and there's only ever going to be 100 billion XRP. And the price prediction that we've given for XRP is $16. Now, a $16 XRP price would put the market cap at $864 billion. And we've seen Bitcoin already get to $1 trillion, kind of signifying that a cryptocurrency can get to that sort of market valuation. And if XRP plays even a small role in the remittance of the FX market, currencies itself and cross-border payments that were to the tune of $7.5 trillion daily, what essentially would take place is if you were to move money from the United States to perhaps somewhere in Europe and euros, you would take your dollars, you would convert it into XRP, and then you would convert it into euros at the other end. So there'd be almost instant buying and selling taking place, but that volume of money would have to flow into XRP. And you can see that if there was anything near $1 trillion worth of usage of XRP itself, its value would likely rocket as a result of it. So there are fundamental reasons that XRP could perhaps get to and see a spike like we've previously seen. And it might be a spike that takes place initially when it sort of gets used or gets adopted, if it gets used. Remember, this is all ifs and buts, and we have said that XRP is not our largest holding, and we don't think people should be betting the farm on it. We think it should be perhaps a speculative bet, a percentage of your portfolio. And remember, that is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Because of this potential possibility of what is a very well-positioned cryptocurrency playing a major role in the new global financial system that we could be moving towards. You know, if only a small amount of the FX market, or perhaps a large amount, which Ripple are already looking to facilitate with a number of banks that they're partnered with, some of the biggest banks in the world, XRP could do a 2000S spike, and that could be what is potentially technically signaled in the chart. So I think there's not only technical reasons to be bullish on XRP, there's also fundamental reasons to be bullish on XRP. And this is why we're highlighting it all of a sudden. We didn't really highlight it in 2020, 2021, 2022. We're only highlighting it now as we can see the similarities and the kind of points in which way in the not too distant future XRP may be about to do a 2017 style move. So that's why we're highlighting it. Again, to go back to one of the main criticisms, don't let the reason be that you don't think XRP can do what it potentially is setting up to do be because it hasn't done it already. That's a bit of a lame reason, and institutions play a lot more of a long and patient game than retail. I understand the frustration, and I get it. You know, if you look at the kind of content that's out there on YouTube and other platforms, when it comes to XRP, it is very immature to say the least. A lot of it is lackluster, a lot of it is simply untrue, and a lot of it takes you down a rabbit hole where there's no end to it, and a lot of the information that gets spouted out is quite frankly baseless. But look at the charts, let the charts be your guiding light, and understand that if XRP, and it's very well positioned, probably the best positioned out of all the cryptocurrencies, is going to play a role in the new global payment system, then that means there's going to be a large volume of money that has to flow through XRP, and XRP is the bridge token. And this is essentially, if you get that turning on and that acceptance of XRP and the usage of its start, that's when you see the super spike that could be technically signaled and perhaps fundamentally backed. Remember, if XRP went to $16, it would have a market cap value of 864 billion. Now, we've seen Bitcoin get to $1 trillion already, and I think this could be rather feasible, certainly when you look at the use case and the volume of money that is in the use case that XRP is trying to facilitate. That's all I've got for you in this video, guys. It was just a bit of an update because I had a lot of great comments, and the XRP community is a very zealous one, and I absolutely love that. And I think, again, it's unfortunate that a lot of people only make content on XRP because it's popular. A lot of the content they make is baseless, but we're highlighting what could be a real opportunity, and also, I guess, maybe giving XRP holders a little bit of good news in the fact that they could be very right very soon. XRP is going to be one of those trades, one of those investments that you're wrong on for a while until all of a sudden you're very right. That's all I've got for you guys. On that note, I'm going to love and leave you. If you've enjoyed the content, a like is always appreciated. So is a comment, and I'll see you all in the next one.